Tonight, however, the Crusaders looking to pick up on the momentum that they continue to establish the last couple of years. Joining us in the booth is the artistic director, Keith Potter, who's going to tell us a little bit about this year's show.
Sure. Well, obviously, it's called Goliath, so I think what you're going to see pretty clearly is the manifestation of the underdog story as it develops from start to finish. The kind of humble beginnings of an underdog like Rocky or Karate Kid, and as that they progress through life and they train and then finally are faced with the head-to-head combat with their big competitor, and how that works itself out to the end in the classic David and Goliath story.
And most people hear Goliath and they think the entire is going to be a scriptural reference and a story about David and Goliath, but what you just referenced, there's a lot of David and Goliaths. It's not just there's David and Goliath everywhere, and I think that's what you're portraying.
Yeah, right. It's the David and Goliath using the title from the scripture, of course, but then the metaphor that we've seen through film and through literature over time.
Now, the music we're seeing on the screen, tell us how those selections integrate.
Well, I think mostly Everybody Wants to Rule the World really speaks to the aspirations of a hero. The idea of like one day maybe, and then we revisit that later in the show as today is the day. And of course, My Shot from Hamilton is a reference of literally the shot that David took.
I'm so excited to see how you utilize that.
Exactly.
Yes.
Having just seen Hamilton this past weekend, I'm anxious to see how you weave that in there.
I'm excited to see it myself.
and the costuming looks so strong. You get it right away, right? You look at it, it is strong, it is strength. It gives you that sense of strength, and then you look at that against the color guard costuming, and so there's such a vast difference between the two. What was the intent there?
Just the idea of like the Goliath being armored and resourceful and full of resource, I guess I would say, and the guard being a little bit less protected, a little bit more vulnerable. So you put those two together and you can really start to create that contrast and scale. Same we do with the props.
And through the program, what we see, you have the Goliath and you have the David, obviously here, costumed out, but will you see both from both?
You will see both from both. A lot of times we play the two against each other, but sometimes the entire organization can be David or Goliath.
I can't wait to see it. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah. They are ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. The Boston Crusaders and Goliath.
The Boston Crusaders.
Philistines occupied one hill, and the Israelites another hill, and the Israelites, and the Israelites, and the Israelites, and the Israelites. A champion named Goliath came out of the Philistine camp, 9 feet tall, 9 feet 9 tall, bronze helmet tall, scaled armor tall, javelin.
I'm not throwing away my shot.
When a lion or bear came and carried off a sheep from the flock, your servant David, sheep from the flock that has killed both the lion and the bear.
I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not gonna throw away my shot.
I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrumpy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm down in the rock, only 19, but my mind is older. Rise up, rise up. Shot. Not throwing away my shot. Not throwing away my shot. Take a shot, shot, shot. It's time to take a shot, time to take a shot. And I am not.
hit its first 10 of this new season.
I felt
Boston
strong.
on fire.
I felt strong.
El Fuego.
Don't you feel strong?
Oh.
It makes you feel strong. You feel strong at the end of the day. You feel like Goliath, and all of the layering that happened and watching them get in and out of those props. You want to talk about getting the members involved in creating that character and the risk that these members take on a daily basis, getting in and out of what looks like a pegboard. And if you can see it as it's rotating off of the field, you can see how those things stick out and how they utilize those. Just absolutely mind-blowing program. I feel strong. It felt strong, but it had the vulnerable moments for me as well. I absolutely loved it.
Well, from a brass standpoint, I absolutely love the way they intertwined the different melody lines and themes, and they kept coming back in the show. It wasn't one and done.
It wasn't, and you saw that layered visually as well. That's that coordination. That's the marriage of the audio and the visual, and you saw that layering also happening in the visual program.
Boston is going to be a force to be reckoned with this season. Now, Lindsay has a look at what some of the other corps not here tonight are doing this year. You know this first show pretty well, I think.
The Academy takes us on a journey of progress, connection, and stability, and all things bridges in our 2019 production, The Bridge Between. Coming off of their second place finish